Hi, my name is Julie and I make and sell cards, and my business is called Little Lemon Press. And today I'm going to make a card using these two papers here. They're kind of a springy paper from a set from StampinUp called Bloom Boutique. This one is mostly crisp cantaloupe with some flowers and some gold foiling. So I'm going to cut those in a minute. I have my card base already ready to go. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And it's going to be portrait style, and I've already cut that. I've also already cut the mat layer in this Peaceful Pine color, which is actually on two-tone cardstock because there's going to be quite a few layers, so I'm using a little thinner cardstock, the two-toned, but I'm using the darker side of it. So I cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4, so I have a little white border on all sides. So that's ready to go, but now I need to cut my pieces. So this card, I don't know what to call it, but it has some squares and rectangles. It's a sketch that I don't tend to do a lot, but I saw it on Pinterest and I thought it was kind of fun. So, and this is going to be enough to make 2 cards, just because I wanted, so it's going to be kind of 2 rectangles of this, 2 squares of this, and then the other card is going to be reverse, just because I didn't want to use this blue hydrangea hue with it. I just wanted to use the crisp cantaloupe instead. So, but if you have one piece, you can make 1 card if you wanted both sides of it. I hope that makes sense. So these are already at 3.5 by 4 3/4, and I will put the measurements in the description. So that's 3.5 by 4 3/4, and I'm gonna cut it in half at going vertically at 1 3/4. So 1 3/4, so hopefully that's the same. Yes, so now I have 2 strips here. And then I'll finish cutting this one. And then this one will be 3. And then I have 1 rectangle and 1 square. And then doing the same here at 3. It's just a bit easier. So this is now 3 by 1 3/4, and this is a square of 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm going to do the exact same cuts on this one, starting it vertically. I just find starting it vertically just seems to work out. Okay, so that's at 1 3/4. And then I like usually even fractions here, which are mostly even. I'm getting into some eighths shortly with the mat layer. So that's 3, and here's my rectangle and square, and then I'm cutting it at 3. So I have 3 by 1 3/4, and then I have a 1 3/4 square. I'm not putting that too far away, but so now I have enough really for 2 cards. I'm just going to make 1 card today, so I'm going to keep the floral rectangles, and then I want these 2 to be my squares. So I'm going to set these aside for another card later. Okay, so my floral paper's done, and you could put it here if you want to skip the mat layer, but I am going to mat these on this crisp cantaloupe cardstock, also two-tone cardstock. This is like a creamsicle this side, but I'm going to use the darker side. So now I'm just going to make a super thin mat layer on these, so I'm going to add 1 inch. So this square, I'm going to start with the squares. No, I'll start with the rectangles. Okay, so this was 3 by 1 3/4. I have to think, and I have my little cheat sheet over here with my measurements, my sketch, just to remember. I made this card 3 times already, but there's a lot of different numbers, so just to remember. Okay, so I'm going to make a mat layer, and I'm going to go up by 1/8 of an inch only. Let's see. I want to do this. So let's do the so I have it at 1 3/4, which is what this exactly is. My rectangle is, but I want to go up 1/8. So that is 1 7/8. 1 7/8. Does that sound right? I think so. I am going up 1/8. I'm just going up 1/8 and hoping for the best. Let's see. Yes, just a little thin layer. Okay, so now this was 3, so it's going to be 3 1/8. And I need 2, So I'm going to 3 and then 3 1/8. Okay, so my rectangle mat layers are done and cut. So now I need the squares. So this is the same, and it was 1 3/4, and then I have to go up 1/8, so that is up to 1 7/8. Okay, so one of my squares is done, but I don't have enough here. But I'm running low. It's in my cart, so I need to order more of this Crisp Cantaloupe. I'm using it so much more than I thought I would. Okay, it's so pretty and springy. Okay, so 1 3/4 up by 1/8, and that is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, so now I have my pattern paper, my squares all ready to go. And then while I have my sheet out, I do have an insert for the inside. I think this is right, 4 by 5 1/4, or my typical insert. And I want to have a border around it. Actually, I'd like this to be 4. All right, I'm going to cut the inside while I'm here. 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut this down. So this is going to be inside, and this is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so that's coming later to the inside, but while I have my, so that'll go on later. Just while I have my trimmer out, I thought, why not do that? Okay, so now I've got to just glue all these on. So it's a bit of prep, but then it goes quick once you kind of get all those squared away and put together. Okay. I'm just gluing my rectangles and squares onto their mat layer. And like I said earlier, if you want to skip the mat layer, it would make it thinner if you're worried about bulk. I think it should still be okay. I do tend to, I like layers, and I like a nice sturdy card, so it's okay with me. And it isn't too, it's not too thick. I think it helps by using the two-tone cardstock because it's a little thinner, or you could even mat it on other pattern paper. If you had some pattern paper that kind of was a little bit kind of going with the vibe of your card, that would work too. All right. Okay, so here we go with mine, and it's kind of like some, I'm alternating, so I'm gonna put, this is kind of gonna how it's gonna lay out on here onto my card, and then I'm gonna put a sentiment in the middle. Okay, so bring back my card base, and yeah, I'll glue this on first. Here is my like background layer. So then some peaks of green will be showing up. The leaves are in here of this pretty green color. And I put some green on my sentiment, as you'll see in a minute. So, so it's a lot of springy colors with a pop of green. Okay, so there that is. And now I'm just gonna line these up, and I'm making little layers. Little borders, I should say, not layers. I already made the layers. And then just one by one, glue them down. I liked the mat around the papers. I just thought it kind of really gave it a super nice finished look, so that's why I went with matting these. And I'm just kind of lining this up, trying to, oops, that one's crooked. The liquid glue gives me a minute, well, not a minute, but seconds before it really sticks. Here we go, just kind of trying to make my borders mostly even. That's why to make these all fit, this does need the kind of the fractions to all line up. So I do have a little extra space on the bottom, which is okay. Okay, so my front is almost done, and I went ahead and already stamped because I was having trouble with stamping today. Some days you just stamp it. On my other ones that I did earlier, and it comes out, but I just kept blurring it. So this is in Peaceful Pine, and I stamped it using this stamp here, Birthday Wishes, on here. So I have a layered sentiment. This is a 1 7/8 circle punch, and then I'm putting it on to this scallop shape. I was thinking of the word, a scallop shape. So you could do a 2-inch circle too. It just has a little bit less. You can still see it. So it does work on a 2-inch circle. I tried that and that was fine, but I kind of liked the 1 7/8 because I could see more of the scallops. I'm gonna pop just this one up onto dimensionals, and I'm gonna center it. And I'm one of those who likes lots of dimensionals. I don't like my focal point to sag, so I know. Some people, everybody has different opinions on dimensionals and the correct amount. There's no correct amount, it's the correct amount for you. So I'm gonna center it here, and my scallop is in Peaceful Pine as well. All right, gonna put some pretty colored cantaloupe. These are the 2026, 2028 in colors, and I'm gonna do the Crisp Cantaloupe. And I think I'm gonna put 5. A lot of times I put 3, but one down here just looked too lonely, so I'm gonna do 3 and then 2. Just to bring some color to the more monochromatic background. I thought about, I don't have Crisp Cantaloupe ribbon yet, but that would be pretty too. So this could, or a white ribbon would be pretty as well on this card. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the inside, and I cut those papers, yeah. So here's my inside that I'm gonna put, and I'm just gonna cut one more thing. One other thing I like to do with the insides is use up some of my scraps. Here's all my paper. And sometimes I get, you know, from cutting them apart, all these little scraps. So I'm just gonna cut like a little 1/4 inch strip here. By, what was my inside one? It was 3 and 3. Oh, you know, I'll just trim it off actually. Okay, so I'm gonna glue it on. It just brings a little fun to the inside too. It brings the outside to the inside, and it matches. And it's a good way to use up some scraps. Plus it looks really cute. A nice little extra touch. And I didn't bring over my scissors, so do I dare rip? Can you tell I ripped? Yes, you can. I didn't. I should have cut it with my trimmer because I didn't bring over my scissors. Okay, so now I'm gonna layer these together, and so I know it's another layer, so it adds to the bulk. So this card I would have to weigh. It might be getting up there. It might need an extra stamp, but sometimes the extra layers are worth it, right? Or it could be a good one for giving to someone. But if you wanted less bulk, then you could skip this extra layer that I put here and skip the mat layer, the mats on the little squares and rectangles. So there's a few ways to kind of cut down on the bulk here. All right, so that's the inside with a nice little touch, and then the outside is done. So I made this before too, the same one. And then what I did with, which I'll make later, the other ones that I cut here, they're gonna make this card. And so I did this a little earlier, and I just thought there was a lot of this Crisp Cantaloupe. So I put this Peaceful Pine, I have the ribbon, and then some gems here, which are in the shape of cute little butterflies, just to offset. Oh, I didn't do the inside yet. I have to do the inside of that one. And then So I did that. And then to try a different, and I love how this came out. I love the centerpiece with the blue and the white scallops. I used some different paper here. The same idea, cutting this out. This one, I did put ribbon on too, but it's kind of a thicker ribbon, so I just made like a knot instead of a bow to kind of cut down on bulk. And I can feel the difference. This one's a little thicker because my cardstock, I didn't use two-tone cardstock, so it's a little thicker cardstock. So in my hands, I can feel a slight thickerness. Thickerness? I don't think that's a word, but it is today. Anyway, so those are my cards. This was today's card, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is kind of a fun, fun layout that you can do with different patterns that kind of coordinate together. So I will put the measurements, they'll be in the description, and thank you for watching.